Student athletes, by common misconception, may appear to have it easier than regular students in the classroom. What most fail to consider are the numerous hours spent on the field or court, the away trips that force athletes to study or do work on a bus or in a hotel room, the unfortunate missed classes where athletes miss information and are left to figure out problems on their own. Don't forget the community service projects, the sports clinics, or the numerous organizations they must still juggle. The word student comes before the word athlete, and that is taken very seriously by most of these individuals. So seriously, in fact, that one of these young ladies will graduate college with a bachelor's degree at barely 20 years old. Despite trials and tribulations that she faced on her journey, she didn't let anything get in the way of her dreams. Megan Hedrick, most people know her as the tall blonde girl on the Tennessee State University campus. She is a softball player from Kissimmee, Florida, working on her political science degree. Megan is highly respected and admired by the people who know her, and once you meet her, you will never forget.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time!
Megan was always a very hard worker from the time she was little.
She's not afraid to voice her opinion. Like, if she feels a certain way, most of the time she'll go ahead and say it at the point in time. She stands up for what she thinks or whatever, and she doesn't usually back down from a lot of people.
I remember this, was a block party or something down in the basement. We're the only white people there. One of the funniest things ever, because we were just, well, they were dancing, and this cheerleader comes up and asks us if we were scared. She was like, "Nah, girl." She just started dancing with her.
We have early mornings, usually at about 6 o'clock. And Megan has like a 2-inch vertical. And Jovic, which was our trainer at the time, we have these hurdles set up, and most of the time we have to jump over them, and most of the time we go under them. And he said, okay, today we're going to jump over. And Megan's like, okay, I want to go. And she's the first one up there, and everybody knows it's going to be disaster. And she goes up there, and she falls on her face.
A lot of heart and leadership, and she's always very encouraging. I know I can talk to her anything about softball, life, and she'll always have something good to say or help me out in any situation, and she just brings a lot of heart.
Megan began her journey to college as a sophomore in high school when she entered in the dual enrollment program at Osceola High School. This program allowed her to take college-level classes in high school as well as a few night classes at Valencia Junior College near her home in Florida in order to work toward an associate's degree.
Your sophomore year of high school, you apply, and if you get accepted, then you can take your first college class at the end of your sophomore year, and after that you can sign up to 21 credit hours a semester. So by the end you can get associate's degree, which is 60 credits.
She graduated first from the community college before she graduated from high school, but in the state of Florida it's against the law to have a degree in college before high school. So she got to walk, but she didn't receive her certificate until after graduation.
Megan completed her first year of dual enrollment at the age of 17. Despite the expected stress of juggling softball and school, she made it through without difficulty. But an unexpected illness almost prevented Megan from finishing her goal when her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer at the beginning of her senior year of high school.
If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I loved her? Did I try in every way to show her every day that she's...
As a family, I guess something that's been stressed ever since I was little and growing up is your number one priority is God and your second is your family. The day I found out, it kind of hit me hard, and she called me, and my mom's like a really positive person, and she was like, I remember it was my senior year, or no, my junior year, and I was out at lunch at McDonald's, and she called me and was like, I could tell something was wrong in her voice, and she told me, and like, I don't really remember much what happened. I kind of just dropped my phone, and I was numb. I didn't know what to do, and she told me, that she was gonna make it, and she's a fighter, and she's not gonna give up.
During this time, Megan became everything that a parent and sibling could ask for, plus more.
Megan is she's my only girl, and she's always been my best friend.
I would stay at the hospital at night, and I would help my mom, and then I would get up, I would take a shower there, go straight from there to school. I would be in school all day. Then I would, have my meetings, and then I would go to practice, and I'd stay at practice till about 8. And if I didn't have night class at the college, then I would go back to the hospital, and I would just repeat that for a while.
She became like a mother figure for the other two because I was so sick I couldn't. And she would take them to school. She'd make sure they got fed, and she made sure that, they made all their sports and everything. So she kind of just took over my role.
Tell me everything you've given me. I always keep it inside. You're the driving force in my life. Hey, there isn't anything or anyone that I could be, and it just wouldn't feel right if I didn't have you by my side. Oh.
Sometimes we're better than others. Some days were harder to get through than others. More than once, Megan had doubts on continuing with her dual enrollment and playing softball.
Without faith and prayer, I wouldn't be here. Every night I would pray to Jesus, God, it's your will, please, get me better. I've got a whole new life. I've got these kids I have to live.
One time we were in Burger King, and I was with some of my friends. We were going to the beach. So we're in Burger King, and my mom is just, she's like the person that makes everyone laugh. So we're in there, and she had on her wig. She's like, watch this, I'm about to freak out everybody in here. So she just stood up and took her wig off and just like threw it on the floor. And and everybody just kind of looked like, oh. And my mom was like, what? I mean, it's not my hair. And I was like, Mom, that's so embarrassing. And she thought it was so funny, but it really wasn't.
And I think that me being sick encouraged her to go stronger because she wanted to make me proud of her.
Although her senior year was a struggle and she went through more than a lot of people do in a lifetime, Megan graduated with a high school diploma and an associate's degree. She finished her senior year of softball and signed a full athletic scholarship offer to Tennessee State University.
After meeting her and talking about all what Megan had encountered during high school and what she had accomplished during the time while her mom was ill, again, I was blown away, because we're talking about a young lady who has watched her mom go through a great deal. And while she was going through all of that, even through Megan's tears, she never lost focus on reaching her goal.
Megan is now on the brink of completing her second year in a collegiate atmosphere and on her way to graduation in May 2010. Although her mother was healed of breast cancer in 2008, college has still been no walk in the park for her.
Well, last semester I got the phone call that it was possible that she could have ovarian cancer. So really just being here, that hit me really hard, because I wasn't there for my family. Like, I couldn't imagine not being there with her going through something like that.
God plans our lives, and I can look back in my own life and see where God has moved me and where He put me in certain situations. And so when I'm not here, I tell her always pray, give it to God. He'll answer your prayers, He'll help you.
She was like, if there's any complications, we'll have you on the next flight. Well, she was cancer-free, thank goodness, but I still flew home so I could be there to help her recover and help my family and stuff like that. So. Actually, on my glove, I have written, stay strong, have faith, and I have a heart, and have my mom and my dad and my brother's names around it. So before every pitch, I always look down at it. So since they're not there, they're still there for me, you know what I mean? So.
After graduation, Megan plans on moving back home to Florida and enrolling in law school.
She's going to try to get into a school that has law. She has, her degree will be in political science pre-law, and her goal has always been since a child to be a lawyer.
There is not one word you can use to describe Megan Hedrick. She is a true testament of what can become of a focused, motivated individual. Nothing stopped Megan from accomplishing every goal she set out for.
She's going to have to continue to work hard, and there's no doubt in my mind she'll make it.